but it's I still don't think E3 has the power it once had, because EA is holding their own press conference.
Yeah,
Activision's pulling out. Nintendo isn't going to be there except for Zelda. So I don't know. We'll see how E3 goes. But we're going to move into our final topic, which is listener mail. We have a few questions that we could have a discussion about. We're going to start with Megan. What's one game that everybody loves that you just don't? The easy answer for me is BioShock. I cannot get into that series at all. I just can't.
I know you do not like it.
I don't like BioShock.
Half-Life.
Yeah, Half-Life's just.
I don't know why, because that seems like a game.
Feels like a game that's stuck place in time, and people that played it when it came out, because we were too obsessed with GoldenEye when it came out to even be bothered with Half-Life. But
Half-Life no, and Portal. I don't care for Portal either.
Yeah, I don't understand people's obsession just because Valve's name is on it. I still think Valve's best game is Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, so do I. Minecraft, I don't like Minecraft.
Yeah, I just Minecraft's okay, but what are some other games? Those are the ones that are just off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't know. Half-Life for me.
Yeah. Edward, what would you hope for as a surprise E3 downloadable game announcement? I mean, I don't know. PT was one a couple years ago, which was a big surprise. Earthbound was last year. I still think Nintendo's going to release Mother 3 during E3. Finally bring it over as a Wii U eShop title. I don't know. I would hope for a Shovel Knight 2 type of announcement.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I'd be cool with that.
I don't know. There's nothing I can really think of off the top of my head because I don't, not to show any disrespect to these indie titles, but the game really has to stick out to me for me to want to play it. Axiom Verge and Shovel Knight are probably the big two that I really love, and N++ was, I love those games, but in terms of I don't know, a lot of indie games just don't grab me the way that they grab most people.
Did you play Outlast?
I did not play Outlast.
I
know Outlast 2 is coming.
Outlast 2 is coming. That's why that question made me think of it. You need to play that if you want an indie game that grabs. Play that.
Yeah, that game is...
that game is terrifying.
I watch people play it, and I'm
so
just
scary.
oh my gosh. And it's all in that...
That's probably the most scared I've ever been playing a game. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, and it's and
I'm old as fuck playing that game.
It's so dark, and then you just see the guy creep up on your
scary,
face.
man.
It's just scary, dude.
Yes.
That is a scary one. Our final question comes from Ray. Ray asks, Overwatch, yay or nay? Have you picked up TMNT Mutants in Manhattan yet? If no, why not? Also, you guys got a shout out on our show from and your Destiny problem. Yeah, we kind of do have a little bit of a Destiny problem. Keeps dragging us back in. But Overwatch...
I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to give it a not a yay or a nay, but if I were to want to be closer to yay from what I've seen so far.
Yeah,
I'm more likely to play Overwatch than Battleborn.
Yeah, I need to.
So I'm going to say yay. I'm going to say yay on it.
That game seems more like your cup of tea than mine, because it's that team-based shooter with everybody. There's
with an objective.
Well,
everybody has every character has its own thing.
I feel like I could be a good support character in that game as a healer or I think there's
tank. There's tanks, defenders,
right,
offensive guys, which is what I would go with,
right,
and then support guys.
Yeah, I feel like I could be a good tank or support type character.
Yeah. I would definitely go offense.
That is definitely a game you need a whole group of people to communicate with.
Yep.
And the way you can switch heroes on the fly within the match, if you're playing a control type game, what if you capture the first zone and you're okay, time for your zone B roles, switch up your heroes. There's going to be a lot of communication, and I feel like that community is going to be really strong. But after a couple months, I feel like new players are going to be it's gonna be the Dota effect or like the League effect.
There's a big learning curve.
Yeah, and like the people that are like pro players, you can't just like jump into a match as a new player and expect
and hold your own. You're
expect them to hold your hands. Yeah, so like that's a game that you got to jump on early.
I agree.
Or just like know what you're doing when
you're either jumping on early or you need a group. If you're gonna join that party late, do not show up stag.
Yeah, for sure. It looks interesting. I like the way it looks. I think it looks like it plays well. I would like to play it, with you and our normal Destiny group. I'm sure it would be a fun group to play with.
Yeah, I don't know if I can talk him into Overwatch.
Yeah,
maybe Patrick.
Yeah, I mean, if you get it, I'll get it. But that's not a game I want to jump in and play by myself.
It's not a game that I want to play by myself.
So, in terms of Turtles, I'll probably get it. It's just I haven't gotten it because it's $50, and that does not look like a $50 game to me. I'm gonna probably wait a couple months and then get it. Like I bought that Transformers Devastation was $50 when it came out. I wasn't paying $50 for that, but I got it for $15. And guess what? It's a blast. It's worth $15.
It's funny how when you pay a different price can change your outlook on a game.
Like the Order is always one. Like people that paid $10 for that game during a PSN flash sale love that game.
But if you got that the weekend it came, well, it was $60 for a while probably.
Yeah.
But if you got that early on and you paid $60 for that,
I think it dropped to $40 when Bloodborne
I would be
came out.
furious, and I'd be pissed. But I rented it, and I love the game because I rented it.
Yeah.
It's just funny how that changes your outlook on a game.
Yeah, and that's sad because those characters were interesting, and that world and that story was kind of interesting.
It was more of a movie than
I wish there was more game to it. I feel like they should have just ripped off Gears of War.
A lot of quick time events.
Yeah.
It was all quick time events.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like that game deserves a proper sequel, like a Gears of War style sequel, is what that game needs. I think.
Less quick time events, some more action in the game. Not that I like quick time events if it's done right.
Yeah, like God of War
God of War does them well. Tomb Raider does them well.
Yeah.
But it can't just be all quick time events.
Right. So.
I mean, I play the Telltale games.
Right.
For that shit.
Yeah. As far as our Destiny problem, do you think we have a problem?
We like that game. It's not a problem.
No.
We still have jobs. We still have jobs. Not a problem.
Right. Still preventing me from playing a lot of other games. Although I did make time for Doom. So.
It's not as bad as it used to be.
Right.
I used to have a problem because I wasn't touching any other game. I would buy games and wouldn't even open.
When the Taken King came out, I didn't buy any games that fall.
I had a Destiny problem, and it's not as bad now. I still like to play it though. Yeah. But now I just get on really to do
Iron Banner's this week. So.
I still love their PvP. I was always good at their PvP.
Right.
I think that's one of the reasons I like it so much. And now it's a lot more balanced. I'm not as good as I used to be, and I think it's more fun.
Right.
Which is weird.
Right. Well, if you're dominating all the time, and it's just
that doesn't get old. That does not get old. Trust me, it doesn't.
I wouldn't know.
Putting up 30 kills almost every game, that just doesn't. It's just fun. But it gets boring when I can't switch it up though.
Right.
Now I can throw in so many different guns and stuff. It's a blast. I love that new sniper, the Zen Meteor.
Yeah.
I love that thing.
That thing looks
surprisingly not
awesome.
That great in PvE.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Explosive rounds on it? It's not.
I don't think its impact is really high, but it doesn't seem to hit as hard as it should, even with the explosive rounds. I love it. Love it for Crucible though. That's my new favorite gun. So I've been finding different primaries to use because instead of the Mida and the Jade Rabbit, which surprisingly I love the Jade Rabbit. I just got a 330 Jade Rabbit the other day.
I've been using Soul Stealer's Claw, which is the prison
assault rifle. Blue?
It's like a grayish, bluish,
color.
blackish.
I know what it looks like.
And I've been using that in Crucible.
I've been killed by it.
Pretty solid.
So I have seen it. I don't see it a lot. You see the Iron Banner one. You see if people have it, the Doctrine.
Yeah, I've been using that Suros auto rifle too.
The Suros, I've seen the Suros auto rifle, the Scout rifle, and the Pulse rifle, and they're all pretty effective.
Yeah.
So. I love the multi-tool. In my opinion, is the best.
Yeah, dude. So many people are using that. So many.
Jade Rabbit though is actually pretty sweet. It shoots slower, but it hits harder.
Right.
You can stack your body shots, and then if you hit like a body head, or just like a body and then a headshot, it does massive damage. So that's actually like I started using that. You got to play a little different. Like the multi-tool, you can get a little close. You can play a little differently. With the Jade Rabbit, I feel like I really have to like stay back and take them out from like the corners of the map. But it does.
Yeah, I found a new love for Scout rifles in Crucible too.
Well, Scout rifles. I use the multi-tool in year
one. The Queen's Scout rifle. I've been using that in Crucible.
I mean, like it's the Scouts never really got love ever. They've never been like assault rifles have had their day, pulse rifles have had their day. Hand cannons have had their day, and then Scouts were just always there, and you could use them, but you couldn't use them on every map.
Yeah.
And now
the only one that seems consistent is multi-tool.
Well, I use the multi-tool, but not on every map. Like I would use it on like Shores of Time, like year one, like back when everyone was using like Thorn and Hawkmoon. I would use that multi-tool, and it wrecked. I think I'd use it on like Asylum. There were like certain maps that I would always bust it out, and I would always get a very high KD with it. And now a lot of people are using it. If you can hit headshots with that thing, you're unstoppable.
Right. And we don't have a Destiny problem.
No.
All right. Well, that's kind of the end of our show. Is there anything else you want to hit on before we get out of here? I want to finish that Cavs game.
Yeah. I've been trying to follow the score. I know I haven't been as engaged here.
It's all right. I think they understand. I think people that follow sports understand.
Yeah. So let's wrap this up.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. Check out our videos on YouTube. The topics will be broken out. Weekly Strikes back. We got a better flow of content coming. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share it on YouTube. Listen to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, all that stuff. And until next week, we're out.